Our crowning glory, a journey through time, hair, it's a part of us, it's a part of our identity, and it has been a source of fascination for as long as humans have walked the earth. From the earliest days of our ancestors to the modern age, how we've worn our hair tells a story. It speaks volumes about our culture, our beliefs, and our place in the world. This is a journey through time. We'll explore the fascinating history of haircutting. We'll uncover the reasons behind the first haircuts, and we'll see how hairstyles have evolved over millennia. Join me as we delve into this often overlooked aspect of human history. Prepare to be surprised, amazed, and maybe even inspired by the stories our hair has to tell. Let's begin our adventure. The first snips tools of early haircutting. Imagine a time before combs, scissors, or barbers. How did our early ancestors manage their hair? The answer lies in the archaeological record. We find clues scattered across the globe. Sharpened stones and flint knives. These were the earliest tools. Crude but effective. They were used not only for hunting but also for personal grooming. These tools tell a story of resourcefulness. They tell a story of adaptation. Our ancestors used what they had available. They developed techniques for cutting and styling their hair. These techniques were passed down through generations. The tools may have been simple, but the act of cutting hair held significance. It marked a key development in human history. It showed our emerging desire for self-expression. Practicality over fashion, survival of the fittest hair. In the ancient world, practicality often trumped fashion. Early humans had to adapt to their environment in every possible way to ensure their survival. In the harsh realities of prehistoric life, survival was paramount. Every aspect of their daily existence was geared towards staying alive, from the tools they crafted to the way they wore their hair. Long, unkempt hair could be a liability. It could hinder hunting. Imagine being in the middle of a hunt and your hair gets caught in a branch or obstructs your vision at a crucial moment. It could snag on vegetation. Dense forests and thick underbrush were common terrains, and long hair could easily become entangled, slowing down movement and making one vulnerable to predators. It could even provide an advantage to an enemy in a fight. In close combat, an opponent could grab onto long hair, gaining the upper hand and potentially leading to fatal consequences. Early humans quickly realized the practical benefits of shorter hair. It was safer, it was more manageable. Short hair didn't get in the way during critical activities like hunting, gathering, or fighting. It was simply more practical for their way of life. Short hair allowed them to perform daily tasks with greater ease and efficiency, whether they were preparing food, crafting tools, or tending to their families. Imagine trying to outrun a predator or stalk prey with hair constantly obscuring your vision. It wouldn't end well. Clear vision was essential for both survival and success in their environment. The ability to see clearly and move freely was crucial. Short hair provided a significant advantage, allowing early humans to navigate their surroundings more effectively and respond quickly to threats. Therefore, those who adopted shorter hairstyles had a survival advantage. They were better equipped to handle the challenges of their environment, from hunting and gathering to defending themselves against predators and rivals. They passed this trait down to their descendants. Over generations, the preference for shorter hair became more pronounced, as those with this trait were more likely to survive and reproduce. This is natural selection at work. The process of evolution favored those with practical adaptations, including shorter hair, which contributed to their overall fitness and ability to thrive. And it played a role in shaping early haircutting practices. As early humans recognized the benefits of shorter hair, they developed tools and techniques to maintain it, ensuring that this practical adaptation continued to support their survival. Section 4. Hairstyles of Power and Prestige Ancient Civilizations. As humans progressed from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled civilizations, hair took on new meaning. It was no longer just a practical aspect of daily life, but evolved into a significant cultural symbol. The transition from a nomadic lifestyle to settled communities brought about new social structures and hierarchies, and hair became a way to visually communicate one's place within these emerging societies. It became a powerful symbol of status, wealth, and power. Hairstyles were meticulously crafted to reflect one's social standing, and the more intricate and elaborate the hairstyle, the higher the individual's status. This was a universal trend observed across various ancient civilizations. No longer just a practical matter, hair became a canvas for self-expression and social messaging, People used their hair to convey messages about their identity, their role in society, and their personal beliefs. The tools and techniques for hair grooming became more sophisticated, reflecting the importance placed on hair as a form of art and communication. In ancient Egypt, for example, elaborate wigs were all the rage. These wigs were not just fashion statements, but also served practical purposes, such as protecting the head from the harsh sun and maintaining hygiene. They were an essential part of the Egyptian wardrobe, worn by both men and women. Made from human hair, wool, or even plant fibers, these wigs were meticulously styled and adorned with jewels and gold. The materials used and the level of craftsmanship involved in creating these wigs were indicative of the wearer's wealth and social status. The more elaborate and ornate the wig, the higher the individual's position in society. The more elaborate the wig, the higher the individual's status. Simple wigs were worn by the common people, while the elite sported wigs that were masterpieces of art, often decorated with precious stones and intricate designs. These wigs were a clear indicator of one's place in the social hierarchy. Pharaohs and members of the royal family sported the most extravagant creations. Their wigs were not only symbols of their divine right to rule, but also served as a means to distinguish themselves from the common populace. The royal wigs were often accompanied by headdresses and other regalia that further emphasized their elevated status. These served as a visible reminder of their elevated position in society. The court scenes and depictions of pharaohs with their attendants highlight the importance of hair and wigs in maintaining the social order and reinforcing the power dynamics within ancient Egyptian society. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, hairstyles were equally telling. The Greeks placed a high value on physical appearance and grooming, and hair was a crucial aspect of their aesthetic ideals. Hairstyles were used to convey messages about one's age, marital status, and social class. Men often wore their hair long, a symbol of strength and virility. Long hair was associated with warriors and heroes, and it was believed to enhance one's physical prowess and bravery. Greek men took great pride in their hair, often spending considerable time and effort in grooming and styling it. Women, on the other hand, favored elaborate braids and buns, adorned with ribbons and jewelry. These intricate hairstyles were not only a reflection of their beauty, but also a symbol of their virtue and modesty. Greek women used their hair to express their femininity and social status, with more elaborate styles indicating higher social standing. The use of accessories, like ribbons and jewelry, further enhanced the beauty and complexity of their hairstyles, making them a true work of art. Section 5. A cut above the rest, social status and hair. As we journey further through time, we see the trend continue. Hairstyles have always been more than just a way to keep hair tidy. They have served as a canvas for personal expression and a reflection of societal norms and values. Hairstyles becoming increasingly complex and nuanced, reflecting the social structures of the day. The more intricate the hairstyle, the higher the social status it often indicated. This was a universal trend seen across various cultures and epochs. In ancient Rome, for example, hairstyles could indicate one's profession, social standing, and even marital status. The Romans were meticulous about their appearance, and hair was a significant part of their identity. Roman senators, for instance, were known for their distinctive haircuts. These haircuts were not just about aesthetics, they were a symbol of their authority and position within the Roman hierarchy. Short and neatly trimmed, these hairstyles conveyed authority and wisdom. The clean-cut look was a visual representation of their disciplined and orderly lives. Women's hairstyles, too, were full of symbolism. The way a woman wore her hair could tell you a lot about her marital status, her wealth, and even her moral character. Married women, for example, often wore their hair in intricate braids coiled around their heads. These braids were not just decorative, they were a statement of their respectability and fidelity. This style conveyed their respectability and fidelity. The more elaborate the braid, the more it signified the woman's dedication to her family and her social standing. The Romans even had specialized slaves called ornatresses whose sole purpose was to create and maintain these intricate hairstyles. These slaves were highly skilled and played a crucial role in the daily lives of Roman women. The tools of the trade became more sophisticated. As hairstyles grew more complex, so did the instruments used to create them. Combs, razors and curling irons were all part of the ornatrix's kit. These tools were often made from materials like bone, bronze and iron, showcasing the advanced craftsmanship of the time. Hair, it was clear, had become far more than just a practical consideration. It was a powerful symbol of one's identity and place in society. It was a powerful tool for communication and social signaling. Whether through the elaborate braids of a married woman or the clean-cut style of a senator, hair spoke volumes about who you were and where you stood in the social hierarchy. The importance of hair in social signaling was not limited to the elite. Even the lower classes had their own styles and norms, which were often simpler but still carried significant meaning. In the bustling marketplaces and public forums, one's hairstyle could instantly communicate their social status, profession, and even their mood or intentions for the day. Accessories also played a crucial role. Hairpins, combs, and other adornments were not just functional but also served as status symbols. The materials and craftsmanship of these accessories could indicate wealth and social standing. Hair salons or tonstrini were common in ancient Rome. These were places where people from all walks of life could go to get their hair styled, cut and maintained. The tonstrini were bustling hubs of social activity and gossip. The tonstrini were more than just places for grooming. They were social centers where news and information were exchanged. The act of getting one's hair styled was as much about social interaction as it was about personal grooming. Even Roman emperors used their hairstyles as a form of propaganda. The way an emperor wore his hair could convey messages of power, stability, and continuity. For instance, Emperor Augustus was known for his carefully styled hair, which was meant to evoke the image of a youthful and vigorous leader. Augustus's hairstyle was not just about personal vanity, it was a calculated move to project an image of eternal youth and vitality, reinforcing his position as the leader of the Roman Empire. From the highest echelons of power to the everyday citizen, hair was a vital part of Roman life. It was a medium through which individuals could express their identity, status, and even their political affiliations. As we can see, hair has always been more than just a physical attribute. It has been a powerful tool for communication, a marker of social status, and a reflection of the values and norms of the time. In ancient Rome, as in many other cultures, hair was a vital part of one's identity and social fabric. This concludes our exploration of social status and hair in ancient Rome. Stay tuned for the next chapter where we will delve into the fascinating world of medieval hairstyles and their meanings.